My dear Cancer, tomorrow the universe places in your hands the energy of the Hierophant, a card that speaks of wisdom, tradition, and the strength of everything built on solid foundations. It is as if tomorrow brings the reminder that haste is not always your ally, but rather consistency, learning, and connection with what truly has value. This card opens paths of growth through experiences already lived and the bonds you respect. Tomorrow may be a day when someone gives you a precious piece of advice, when you seek support from more experienced people, or even when you feel the need to stop and reflect on the structure of your own life. The color that accompanies you is deep blue, which brings serenity and confidence. The aroma that resonates with this energy is sandalwood, strengthening spirituality and clarity. And your lucky numbers are 5, 14, 22, 37, and 48, all connected with cycles of learning and maturing. I also see that you will be in harmony with Taurus and Virgo, who share this vibration of solidity and introspection. The energies of Aries and Sagittarius, on the other hand, may bring conflicts, as they push you towards a haste that does not match the patient rhythm proposed by the Hierophant. No love, for you who are in a relationship. The Eight of Pentacles appears alongside the King of Cups, showing that tomorrow is a day of dedication and emotional maturity. The Eight of Pentacles speaks of constant effort, of small daily gestures that make the relationship flourish. Perhaps it is time to repair something that needs attention, to show affection through actions, to reinforce the emotional routine with presence and care. The King of Cups, on the other hand, shows balance, maturity, and sensitivity. I see you or your partner seeking this tone of understanding and stability, bringing the sense of security that the Cancerian heart so needs. It is as if tomorrow says, it doesn't matter the size of the gesture, but the truth it carries. For the married, the Fool appears alongside the Seven of Swords. This combination calls for attention. The Fool shows a desire to venture, to bring lightness and novelty to the relationship. It may be a wish to break the routine, to propose something unexpected, to live love without many constraints. But the Seven of Swords warns of secrets, small omissions, or the temptation to escape responsibilities. Tomorrow could be a day when one of the two feels like having more freedom or when an action is misinterpreted. The message here is, lightness can go hand in hand with honesty, but to achieve this it is necessary to avoid hiding what one feels. If you are single, the Hermit with the Four of Cups speaks of introspection. The Hermit shows you turning inward, seeking answers, perhaps realizing that it's not the time to chase after someone, but to better understand your own needs. The Four of Cups reinforces this energy, showing some dissatisfaction or even discouragement with the options around. Tomorrow could be a day of reflection on what you truly want in a relationship, and not of deluding yourself with superficial encounters. Your heart seeks depth, not distractions. In our love triangles, the Chariot appears alongside the Ace of Swords, indicating that tomorrow you may experience a moment of decision and clarity. The Chariot speaks of movement, direction, and a choice that needs to be made to avoid living forever in indecision. The Ace of Swords brings truth, straightforward words. Tomorrow may bring an honest conversation where someone clarifies the uncertainties, and this talk could completely change the course of the relationship. It is a day to cut illusions and decide which path to follow. If you are experiencing separation, distance, or a fight, the Two of Swords alongside the Three of Pentacles indicates impasses, but also the possibility of rebuilding. The Two of Swords speaks of blockages, closed hearts, and people avoiding facing pain directly. The Three of Pentacles shows that with joint effort something can be rebuilt, even if gradually. Tomorrow may be a day when there is no immediate reconciliation, but the first spark of openness appears. A gesture of goodwill, a less harsh message, a sign that it is possible to work to rebuild what has fallen. At work, for those who are employed, justice appears with the Queen of Swords. This is a combination of clarity, rationality, and balance. Justice speaks of responsibility, results that come in proportion to the effort, and fair evaluations. The Queen of Swords brings an analytical mind, a strategic outlook, and the ability to communicate with firmness. Tomorrow you may find yourself in a situation where you need to position yourself with rationality and truth. It could be a meeting, an important decision, or even recognition for what you have done. It is a day when you demonstrate your intelligence and seriousness. He is unemployed. The Two of Wands appears alongside strength. The Two of Wands shows planning, looking to the future. the need to organize oneself to take the next step. Strength shows discipline, self-control, perseverance. Tomorrow could be a day when you seriously consider new career paths, research opportunities, or even prepare for interviews. It may not yet be the moment for the final achievement, but it will be a day to firmly and confidently lay the foundations. In health, the Five of Wands alongside the Nine of Wands shows energy of struggle and resistance. The Five of Wands can bring internal conflicts or stress, perhaps small disputes that affect your body. The Nine of Wands shows resilience, the ability to endure even when feeling tired. Tomorrow may be a day when you need to double your attention to overexertion, to the pressure you place on yourself. The body asks for balance, neither too much struggle nor too much neglect, but continuous care. With money, the King of Swords and the Empress bring a message of intelligence and prosperity. The King of Swords shows mental clarity, the ability to make strategic decisions, to analyze coldly where to invest, where to cut expenses, where to act cautiously. The Empress speaks of abundance, harvest, and growth. Tomorrow may present an opportunity for gain, a creative idea to increase income, or even an unexpected resource that comes to you. The combination of these cards indicates that your practical mind will be capable of transforming ideas into results. In the family, the King of Pentacles, along with the Ten of Cups, brings security and happiness. The King of Pentacles shows stability, someone who sustains and protects. The Ten of Cups shows celebration, union, moments of harmony. Tomorrow could be a day of joy within the family, a gathering, good news, or even a gesture from someone that shows how much you are important for the balance of the home. It is energy of coziness and mutual recognition. Among friendships, the Knight of Cups appears alongside the King of Swords. The Knight of Cups brings messages, invitations, gestures of affection and love from friends. The King of Swords shows a more serious attitude, someone who can give you direct advice, even if firm. Tomorrow you may receive emotional support from a friend and at the same time hear truths you need. These two forces together show that your friendships nourish you both through affection and clarity. In social life, the Nine of Cups with the King of Wands indicates celebration and magnetism. The Nine of Cups speaks of satisfaction, being in an environment where you feel good, happy, fulfilled. The King of Wands shows leadership, prominence, personal shine. Tomorrow could be a day when you are surrounded by people who admire you and you feel proud of who you are. It could be an invitation to an event, a casual gathering, or simply an interaction that fills you with joy. And the council comes with the Emperor. He asks for structure, firmness, organization. Tomorrow is a day to position yourself clearly, to take responsibility, and not to get lost in doubts or insecurities. The Emperor reminds you of the strength that exists within you, of the capacity to lead your own life. Dear Cancer, tomorrow will be a day when wisdom, maturity, and balance will guide you. Trust what you have already learned, the foundations you have already built, and the strength within you. The universe supports you in every step.